Good morning, everybody. It's Barbie at Nellie Earth Designs. Welcome back. It's another Monday. It's another Monday to play in Margarete Miller's weekly planner. So thanks for joining in. This one's going to be a little bit difficult. It is definitely going to be a challenge for me this week. So I want to read the prompts to you. We have, let's see, I'm just going to, you don't need to see everything that's going on in my crazy world this week. So I'm just going to set that there like that. I need a photo, something in a garage, a rubber stamp used in 2 different colors, a headline, a sewing item, and a random pieces of washi tape. So I think I have everything pulled for this. So, and I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to set these over here. Like I said, this is going to be a real challenge. And I'm just going to see what I can do with it. If it works out well, then it works out well. If not, well, then we have to go to platform number 2 and take that train. So I think my sewing item is going to be some instructions out of this sewing book. I had first chosen some seam binding, but I didn't really want to put any thread or whatever. I could have done another seam binding paper clip, but I thought that was copping out for me. So I think I'm going to use some instructions from this really cool vintage dressmaking guide. So I just have to see what I would like, what image I would like in there, kind of to have. So I'm looking at her, and with my photo that I've pulled, I'm wondering if I could incorporate her into this, but I really need to have, let me see, let's see something. As you know, I like to create a little story. I could fit her possibly. I could fit her in over here. So I think maybe I will try this, and I'll be able to put the pattern alterations up there. So as usual, I kind of forget. I think it's what, 5.5. I do this every week. 5.5 or 5.25. 5.25 by 8.5. I need to remember that. So I'm going to cut this down. This is going to be my background right here. So we have the 8.5. So we have 8.5. Oh, I have 2 pages here. I don't want to. So we've got 8.5 here, which looks like it's going to work out very well. Let's just do a little bit, or is that 8.25? A little less than 8.5. So let's just trim a little bit more here. All right, so there we have it. Like I said, I like to keep it in Margaret's box. So I want to have her, I have the photo that I have. I found this. It's a photo of the old homestead here. My dad outside. And let me just show you the rest of the items. So one was, because so we have our sewing. I guess I'm kind of doing this backwards. Okay, so we have a photo. This is the photo that I want to use. And I'm still kind of, that's rattling around in my head. Something in a garage. Well, what's the most common thing you find in a garage? You find a car. So I went with that first. I'm like, no, it's too easy for me. I can't do that. And I'm thinking, what else can you find in a garage? You can find old paint cans. You could find bicycles. But the one thing that we have in our carriage house, and we have a few of them, is a ladder. And so I want to incorporate this ladder. A rubber stamp used in 2 different colors. And this is one of my favorite stamps here. It's a Fun Stamper's Journey Life Music, and it's a guitar with a tree growing out of it. So I pulled that. I'm going to be using this stamp in 2 different colors. If I can get that out of here. So we're going to be using this stamp here, which I thought would be fun, because you'll see where I'm going with this. And then I need a headline. And I'm going to be using this headline here with a little modification. Luxury vacation rental company moves to new office. And then accommodations offer gorgeous views. So that's going to be my headline. And then my sewing item is the alteration sewing page here. And then the bonus random pieces of washi tape. So that's why I've chosen what I have chosen. So I need to look at this photo. And I think I'm still going to I think I know what I'm going to do. I will be using this, but I'm going to cut this out right here. And you will see how this story develops as it comes together. Hopefully it will come together. So the first thing I think I need to do, I was going to try to use some of the house here, but I would really like to cut my dad out of this. I think you know where I might be going with it. I just have to get my head wrapped around this here. Because I'm going to create, like I always do, I'm going to create a story. And I just don't know if I want to use part of this. If I want to use part of this as a photo, or if I just want to cut my dad out and stick him next to this chick. Well, I think the first thing I will do is I'm going to cut this down, and I might be able to get a better grasp on what I want to do here. When it says use a photo, I feel like I should use a photo. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out part of the photo here and just keep, because I think this would go well with the saying. So I need to, let's see, let's get her on here first. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. That's the one thing that I really like about creating these collages, is that you can really kind of let your imagination run wild and create a really cool story. So what did I say? This was five and a quarter, right? 5.5. 5 and a quarter. I think from now on, when I do this as well, I'm really gonna have to put the measurements in front of me, because this is ridiculous. All right, there we go. So we have our background. And I think today I'm going to distress a little bit of this, just because it's vintage, and just add a little dimension to it. All right, so I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down. But not yet, because didn't I talk about possibly opening this up? So I think what I will do is I'm going to cut around this photo here. And you'll see, that's the other part, that there's a reason why I chose, the tree as well as a stamp. And I may have to cut the entire image of my dad out. Because I really like the way he is leaning. But I could use the rubber stamp in a different way. So, all right, so let me think about this for a minute. And I would have to, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. All right, so I am going to take this out. I'm going to take this out here. And we'll see where this takes me here. And I guess I will keep this little shadow part for now. And I'm not real concerned about getting it exact. I mean, it's just going in my date book. And hopefully this will work. So we'll set her aside, and we'll get rid of this. So I want this on top here. I like the fact that she's kind of looking over here. All right, so now let's see. This will go on here. I may have to excuse me, do something with the back here. Do something with this part here. Let me get, I have to use this 2 different colors. Oh, let's see here. I think we'll add a little bit of color. This I'm not answering. I'm so tired. tired of phones, people calling me during these videos. It's just really getting annoying here. All right, I'm going to get my little block out here. That will work. That will work well on there. And then I'm going to get, I've got some scraps here that I will and I'm wondering if I should use tissue paper. I'm thinking possibly tissue paper for this. I don't want anything too, that one's a little bit darker. Not quite so see-through. Maybe I will use that. I think the tissue paper might be a little bit too thin, but I'll try. We could also try that. So I think we have to do one rubber stamp with 2 different colors. So let's see. How about if we do some, just for spring's coming, we could try a pistachio and maybe a blue. That might be kind of pretty on this, and it would kind of go with the back porch. Here's a teal zeal. I haven't used this yet. Let's see what this is. This might be kind of fun. This might be kind of fun. I'll tell you, I did have a hard time finding a ladder. Once you get something in your head and then you want to run with it, it's sometimes hard to find an illustration. Same thing with a headline. We don't get a lot of newspapers here. There we go. Isn't that a fun stamp? I love this stamp. So we have that one, and I'm wondering if I should try. I'll try one on the oh gosh darn it, come on Barbie, use your head, on the tissue paper as well. And I'm just going to stamp some of this off onto here. Use another little color. So I really do like this. This is called Teal Zeal for this one here. I really like that. All right, so let's try here's a new sprout. The new sprout, that hasn't been used either. That might be kind of different. Let's try this. Let's see what this does. I'd like to get a green, some sort of green, and I might have to blend a couple greens. I don't know how. This one looks pretty. Doesn't even look like I have any on the stamp, but we'll give it a whirl, okay? Maybe I could add maybe just a little bit of pistachio. Give it a little different look. So let's try that on this one as well here. But I also found, I used to buy a lot of Stampin' Up! Rubber stamps. And one time I was at a crop and the gal had changed over to Fun Stamper's Journey. And I really enjoy their stamps. I just think they stamp so well. So take a look. If you like rubber stamps, take a look at their stamps too. That's not too bad. I'm going to stamp the green again though. I think the pistachio would work a little bit better because it's a little bit darker than that new sprout. So let's just go over this one more time. And I'm wondering, I think I'll try this on the tissue paper, just for the heck of it. See how it comes out on here. And I have this as well. Maybe I could do that on a grid for something different. Okay, that's much better. So this might be kind of cool to use. A tissue, and maybe I'll just go with that. A tissue, one tissue and one plain. All right. Let's put these back in. Okie dokie. All right, so let's cut around the little guitar here. I normally get my planner book done over the weekend, and then I'll air, I mean, this will still air today for Monday, but this weekend I just didn't have a lot of energy. Saturday, Friday was a really downer day for me. I was tired from the week, and I couldn't get motivated. Last week was a very sleepless. I didn't sleep well at all. And then yesterday I had a little bit of cooking to do for Super Bowl. Not that we don't do a lot. My boys aren't interested in football. They usually will hang out and they'll watch commercials, but the commercials were awful this year. And I don't know. I think people are afraid to make funny commercials like they used to back when. Everybody's so worried about being canceled these days. So we just kind of just treated it like another Sunday night. So this was my idea so far. So I think it's going to be just fine. And I'm going to leave that like that. So I'm going to, now because this is being layered, I have to figure out, I think you kind of know where I'm going with this story. So this, I'm going to make a little mark to see exactly where I'm going to cut this. And I think I will try to cut it straight right down this. I'm going to make a little, was it before? Oh no, see now, why did I, whoops, and Daddy-O, what's going on here? I guess I'll put him out like this. So I'm going to make, I think we'll cut it right there. And hopefully I did cut it in the right spot. Yeah. All right, so we're going to leave that. We're going to put that just like that. Okay, this will work out fine. So now because I'm going to have this layered, I think what I'll do is I'm going to put a little run of tape on the edge here, and then I can tuck things underneath it, and then I can flip it over and glue it right down. All right. All right, so we are going to just go like this. I'm going to take this right off. And I think this is where I can have that down just a little bit. Okay. All right, so we have, that's like that. And then I just need to decide. I think I will put the green up there. And I'm going to put this here to make it look like my dad's leaning up against that tree. Let's see, or do I want that up here? Which looks better? I think I'm going to do this because then that way the outline of the roof will somewhat be hidden. So let me get this here like this. And I won't adhere a lot of this until I know for sure it's all going to work out because of these layers. So we're going to run a little and get this to work. It is Monday morning. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around. Oh, for Pete's sake. You pull this out and you think it's going to be fine. And I'm getting my hair done this afternoon. I'm so excited. I have so much gray that is driving me nuts. That I am. Okay, I think this will be good right here, and that will cover up that little bit of hole there. And so I don't tear this, I'm going to just go on this side here and bring this up. Just so that is down and I don't catch it. So that is down there like that. Okay, and then we have this one here. And I'm not going to put any, I'm not going to distress around these. I don't think it's needed. So there are my two rubber stamp images in different, one stamp, two colors. So I'm just going to set that there like that. And now we have to incorporate something that you find in a garage, which is the ladder. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm not going to cut close to it just yet. I want to see how this is going to work. And I think that will work. That's going to be brilliant. That's going to work great. And then the next question is, do I keep the blue in between each rung? Or am I going to cut the blue out? Just depends on how detailed I want to get this, right? Which is all part of the fun process. And I think maybe I will keep think maybe I'll keep the blue in. What do you think? I still think it would look more like a ladder if I were to cut that blue out. But it is showing there's blue sky behind it, right? And so then the next thing that we have is our headline. And I thought this would be cool because when it says luxury vacation rental company moves to new office, this can be taken in a couple different ways. My first thought was, let me get the other part cut out and I will show you. When I first did this, I thought of doing something with the heavens. Oh, gorgeous views. But the other, then when I saw with the ladder, I thought, well, this is just really cool. I like this down here. Luxury vacation rental company moves to new office. So that looks like there. And then access to, accommodations offer gorgeous view. And I thought that would be kind of fun because in order for you to see the views, you have to climb the ladder. So I think I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to leave the, I still don't know on that ladder part. And then I have a few pieces of random washi tape, but I found these clouds, which I thought would just be kind of fun to add up into the sky area, because you have to go up into the clouds to see the view. So I thought this would just be fun. I thought this is just fun and whimsical. Let's see here. I thought I had a cloud going this way. Let me see. Do I have one coming back? I guess maybe I don't. All right, I can add those. So, okay, I think that'll be okay. I'm going to take, because it's gonna drive me nuts until I can really see. I'm going to just take this bottom section off. I want to see what it looks like. Because I also don't want to lose the ladder effect. But I think this is what, I think I'm going to take this out. So I'm going to pause, you people, my viewers, my wonderful viewers. I will pause and, oh yeah, this is much better. I'm going to cut these out and then we will be back and glue this all down. All right, so we have this all cut out, and I'm glad that I did this because I think it's going to look much better. You can definitely tell that it's the ladder going up there. So let us, because you're doing this with me, let us get this glued down, taped down first. And I'm going to use my double-sided tape because this is an old piece of paper and old vintage paper, and I don't want the glue to come through. I'm even going to put it here, which will help adhere it, that one section there. Okay. And one more here. Okay. This, and we have this here, and I'll do one more here. There, that will be adhered down well. So let me just make sure. Okay, the ladder still has room to slide down through here, and I think maybe I will get this ladder on first. This is going on the bottom, that's right. And then this here will go, I'll put that across the top. Okay, all right, so I can put the ladder on now. Let's get some glue on here. I'm not going to put that down. I probably get it all over my mat. I already spilled my coffee. I was coming up to my craft room today, and I decided to start doing my Bible study and watching my Unashamed podcasts, which I watch on YouTube, up in my office craft room. And wouldn't you know, I'm downstairs trying to get I had my Bible in my hand, and I had, what else did I have? I just had my Bible, but I picked up my coffee cup with my left hand, and there was a napkin underneath it, and the whole thing just slid, went all down the front of me, all down my sweater, my clothes, all over the foyer carpet. So I immediately called the cleanup crew in. So Belle and Daisy had a heck of a time. They enjoyed licking up all of the coffee off of the foyer carpet. Then I got out my my thieves oil, or my thieves cleaning detergent, and then I went to work scrubbing my carpet where the coffee all spilled. And I said, well, I'll just have to have this cleaned in the spring. So it's definitely a Monday here in my house, in my Nellie and Ruth world. And I hope that things don't get any worse. Okay, so here we have that. Now I can start adhering this here and get this glued down. I'll get that down like that. You have to be careful because it is tissue paper and it will rip. And we'll get this one down. Okay, let's get my dad's elbow down here. Let's get him down. We got this chick here looking on to see what all the, I think she's going to be the first. She's going to be the first client. She's looking for a room with a view. Let's add a little bit of, if I can, onto this. I don't know if I can. I don't want to rip it. She is the first client that's looking for a new accommodation with a view. Okay, I want to leave some room for the clouds here. Leave some. Okay, so we have a cloud there. There we go. We'll put a little. We'll put a. Let's put this down here. And then we will put that up there with a. Okay. Gotta have a story. Gotta have a story. Behind every collage, there's a story. Let's get a little one I can attach on there. Aren't these cute little clouds? I'll have to look up. I'll put them into my description. I think these come in a set with a balloon style hot air balloon. So there we have the clouds, the ladder. Accommodations offer gorgeous views, but you got to climb that ladder. And then we're going to put this down here. And I know the bonus is some washi tape. Let's see what I can add to that, if I can add any washi tape. If I can add any washi tape, which I might be able to. We're going to put that there. Luxury vacation rental company moves to new office. Ah, I love this. All right, and then my washi tape that I pulled out is this little one right here. So, I could put a couple little random pieces here and there. Put one there. I'll put one here. I can add another little one right there. And why not add an airplane, right? We'll add one right. We'll add one right there. And I'll add another little one right here next to her. There. All right, we got it all. So this is what we have. This I'm going to put here so you can remember to look up Fun Stamper Journeys if you like this stamp. It's a fantastic stamp, Life Music. So we have a photo, which is a wonderful, let me bring this down a little bit, which is a wonderful photo of my dad. We have a photo, something in a garage, which is our ladder. We have a rubber stamp used in 2 different colors, which is the Music is Life stamp from Fun Stamper's Journey, which I love. A headline, which is Luxury Vacation Rental Company moves to new office. Accommodations offer gorgeous views. A sewing item, which is our back page. It's an instruction sheet for pattern alterations. And the bonus is random pieces of washi tape, which I have put here and there. So yeah, another collage, another week. I really like this one. It was really fun to do. So you can see the story. You know, obviously my dad is in charge of the vacation rentals. This is his first client. She looks a little snooty the way she's turning her head. Maybe because she's got her head in the clouds. She's really going to have her head in the clouds when she climbs this ladder to look at her gorgeous view. Obviously, this is the new office, and he's very proud that he has um, has this business, and it's moving to a new office. Looks like maybe a little bit bigger than his other one. So she's just waiting in the wings to enter, see what my dad has to offer. And seeing that my dad was always such a jokester and he had a heck of a sense of humor, he's going to make this babe climb this ladder to check out the views before he takes her money. Because if she can't climb that ladder and she doesn't like the views, he doesn't want any part of it. He doesn't care how much money he has. He doesn't need the stress. He doesn't. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy, which my dad always was. He could give a rat's you-know-what about money. He enjoyed life. And, yeah, I think this is a I'm really pleased the way this came out. And I get to spend the week with my dad. So thanks, everybody, for joining in. I hope you liked this week's 2022 Collage Weekly Planner number 7. And I did. I had a lot of fun doing this. So I will see you again next week, but you will see me before that with other videos. So thanks, everybody, and have a really great week. Bye-bye.